Hi my dear friends, now I am referring to you IGST Rules 2017. As you are aware of that, already we discussed place of supply, supply of goods, place of supply, supply of services. Now need urges to refer IGST Rules 2017 where there is a supply of services, especially supply of services, and the supply has been taken place more than one state or more than one UT or more than one state and more than one UT. If so, the value of supply is consolidated value is given and the contract not specifically bifurcated how much value of supply for each state or UT. In that case only IGST rules are helpful to us to bifurcate the values. Please identify the IGST rules does not speak place of supply. IGST rules does not speak value of supply. IGST rules, we have almost all 9 rules. All these 9 rules of IGST talks about if there is consolidated value provided, how we should bifurcate state wise, UT wise, how much is the value, how to proportionate the value. In this regard, I am bringing to a notice, my dear, brief introduction with regard to IGST rules before commencing these rules. Look on the screen, my dear sir. Referring to you here, IGST rules. Where we have almost all broadly 3 groups for easy understanding purpose. Rule number 1 is the title. Integrated Goods and Services Tax Rules, 2017 is the title of the rule. Nothing else, my dear. Then coming to the next, rule number 2, which talks about definitions, and moreover under the IGST rules, my dear, IGST rules, rule number 2, definitions, how they beautifully define, no? Whatever definition defines in the act, whatever definitions already defined in the act is whole good under this rule also. Which act? IGST Act. IGST Act says that wherever the definition not clearly defined under the IGST Act, if defined in the CGST Act, is whole good. That means to say that definitions of the CGST, definition of the IGST is as whole good as definitions for the rule number 2 under the IGST rules. Is it clear? Now I said how many rules totally? 9 rules. Out of the 9 rules, 2 rules are gone away. Left over only how many? Only 7 rules. Now we are going to strictly read what? 7 rules only. Is clear, my dear sir? In this process, second category, these rules talks about, I will say that here, rule number 3 to rule number 6. Rule number 3 to 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. Only 4 rules. These 4 rules, by inviting the attention on the part of section 12 series, section 12 series, 12 of dash, 12 of IGST Act. Are you getting my point, my dear sir? And more specifically speaks, my dear, I will simplify furthermore to say that if you knock the doors of this particular rule number 3 to 6, I will say that here rule 3 refers, as you are aware of that, namely advertisement services. Advertisement services to specified persons. Who are they? Central government, state government, union territory, or local authority, or statutory body. If you provide these services advertising nature to government, local authority, or statutory body, place of supply, each state is a place of supply. Am I right? If each state is a place of supply, my dear, value also be separately given, state wise, UT wise, that state, that place of supply, value, that state assigned value in the contract will be the value of supply. Is clear? We have no business to come and refer dash. IGST rules has no business to play when contract clearly contains value of supply state wise as well as UT wise, wherever the place of supply goes, more than one state. Is it clear? Place of supply more than one state or UT, contract not specifically contains values state wise, UT wise, then take the help of rule number 3, which talks about where section 12 subsection dash, subsection 14 of IGST comes into picture, where you provide the advertising services to government, which includes central, state or unitary, further local authority, further statutory body. If that is the case, each state is a place of supply, each UT is a place of supply, contract not contained specifically state wise values, then take this rule 3 of IGST rules to bifurcate the values. I will explain that. Is clear, my dear? Then further, my dear, here rule 4. Rule 4 specifically talks about considered value has been given, place of supply more than one state, if it belongs to section 12, 3, in that 3A, 3B, 3C as well as 3D. Is there no 4 brothers? I told no, my dear friends. So that is what immovable property, section 3, section 12 3A, service using immovable property, 12 3B, 12 3B, lodging accommodation in a hotel, guest house, campsite, houseboat or vessel, 12 3C, using immovable property for an event. Excellent. 12 3D, ancillary services. If that comes into picture, where the more than one state place of taken place, rule number 4 gives information to bifurcate consolidated values. I am again telling you, rules of IGST speaks how to apportion, proportionate the concerned value between the states. Is clear? Further, my dear sir, rule number 5. It deals with section 12(7) of IGST. What is section 12(7) of IGST talks about? If event organizer providing his services, event organization services, event organizing, any event, cultural event, social event, a scientific event, educational event, entertainment event, amusement facility event. Now, in such case, my dear, what is the place of supply? Could you please recollect? 12(7). Place of supply is equal to location of the recipient. Is clear? If the recipient is a registered person. If the recipient is a registered person, place of supply section 12(7) speaks location of recipient. Is clear? Second, if recipient is a registered person, section 12(7) says that place of supply goes to where the event actually held. Is clear? If the recipient is unregistered person, where the event actually held. Is clear? In such case, if the event held outside India, the place of supply goes back to location of recipient, where the recipient may be a registered person, may be a registered person, has no importance. Is clear, my dear sir? This is what we discussed. Now, an event is organized more than one state, more than one UT, where there is contract not containing specified values state wise, UT wise. In that case, how to bifurcate concerned value state wise or UT wise? Refer the rule number 5. Got the clarity? Further, rule number 6. Rule number 6, which deals with section 12 subsection 11 of IGST. Section 12 subsection 11. What is this? Telecommunication channels. Where we understood, my dear, in the case of fixed line, where the cable has been installed, postpaid, billing address is the place of supply. Prepaid, where the voucher has been sold, is the place of supply. If prepaid is provided through internet billing address, if nothing is specified, location of supplier is the place of supply. Is it clear, my dear sir? Now the question comes into picture here is, if there are more than one state place of supply has been taken place. For a Infosys company, let us say BSNL wala install the cable in 3 states, 1 Tamil Nadu, 2 Karnataka, 3 Kerala. 3 locations cables has been installed. In that case, place of supply is state. Is clear, sir? In that case, concerned value has been charged for the 3 locations, 3 states together. Place of supply each state and value of supply we should know, thereby we can able to decide whether to liable to pay CGST, HGST on that value or IGST on that value. How to identify the value? State wise, where the contract not contains clear details, please come and refer IGST rules, rule number 6. That's it. In second category, that means rule number 3 to rule number 6 deals only with section 12 series, section 12 subsection 14, section 12 subsection 3, section 12 subsection 7, section 12 subsection 11 of IGST, by consist of rule number 3, 4, 5 and 6 respectively. Got the clarity, my dear sir? A brief introduction, that's it. I have not explained the provisions. If I frame an outline means you know what purpose we are reading the rules. What these rules are, how many, what is this area of coverage, what is its boundaries, fix it, play in it, you are the winner. So, further my dear, referring to you here, rule number 7 to 9. Only we have 3 rules, 7, 8 and 9, 3 rules. In third category, these 3 rules means rule number 7 to 9, which deals with, these rules are deals with following sections. Referring here, first of all you have to say that these rules deals with section 13 of IGST Act. Section 13 deals with this. Rule number 7 to 9 deals under section 13 of IGST, where I am presenting here rule number 7. Rule number 7 is dealing with dash type of provision of supply here, means section 13, in that subclass 3, you are aware of that? Subclass 3 consists of subclass A and subclass B. Is clear as? What is that? Supply of services on goods. 13.3a. 13.3b, supply of services on individual. Can you recollect the place of supply, please? 13.3a. Place of equal to where the performance performed on the goods. If performed through telecommunication channels, where the goods are actually located. Am I right or not? Likewise, section 13.3b says where the service performed on individuals, where the performance actually performed is the place of supply. If such a place of supply has been taken place for a state, more than one state or more than one UT, where the contract not contains clear details of the breakup of the values of the state wise or UT wise, then please refer schedule this particular rule number 7. Is clear? Any difficulty, my dear sir? Then further, my dear, rule number 8. Rule number 8. Rule number 8, simplified manner to says that you are aware of that section 13 subsection 4 of IGST, service in relation to immovable property. Then the principle is equal to where the property is located, that's all. Where the property is located, that's all. If that is the case, my dear, I will mention here section, say section please, section 13, section 13 subsection 4 I will say. Is clear as sir? If so, how to arrive the value of supply, mean state wise, how to arrive the value of supply state wise and UT wise means rule number 8 says, I already explained to you where under rule number 4. Under rule number 4 I already explained what is a proportionate basis to bifurcate the considered values. That concept of rule number 4 mutandi is applicable for the rule number 8. Needed want to give separate explanation to you. Is clear? Now tell me, rule number 8 deals with what? Deals with immovable property where the place of supply is more than one state or UT, which in general falls under section 13 subsection 4 of IGST, where constant values are given, breakup is not given, state wise, UT wise. To bifurcate the constant value, to proportionate the constant value, take the help of rule number 4. Is clear, sir? Further, my dear, rule number 9. Rule number 9 talks about here, my dear sir, a case place of supply falls as per section 13 subsection 5. What is that? Admission to or organizing of an event. Admission to or organizing of an event. Both together, my dear. Section 13 subsection 5 speaks admission to or organizing an event, supply of service taken place. Under section 13.5, place of supply is equal to where the event actually held. If more than one state, each state is the place of supply. If so, there is a consult value is given in a contract, breakup value of state wise or UT wise not given, then you have to take the help of rule number 9 to proportionate the value between the states, between the UTs. Then rule number 9 says that no problem, my dear readers, my dear friends, you don't want to worry at all. Already aware of that. A rule earlier explained to you, rule number 5. Rule number 5, which specifically says organizing of event, section 12.7. What is the place of supply? What is the proportion value of bifurcation basis explained under rule number 5, which is read with section 12.7. Mutandi is applicable under the rule number 9. If I explain this value of proportionate basis, how to proportionate rule number 3 to rule number 9, value this particular IGST rules chapter completed is in our pocket. Within this framework, we are going to play our vital role. It is our boundary. Got the clarity, my dear sir? Now, where actually we are means, we are in the rule number 3. Going to start with rule number 3. I am going to start rule number 3 now for explanation. At the end of my explanation of the IGST rules, again I will bring the slide to your notice for kind consideration. This slide I am going to be bringing to your notice at the end of the IGST rules. What we explained and what is given the boundary we have been concluded, I will say. So, start with the rule number 3. Explanation is as follows, my dear sir. Now referring to you, rule number 3 of IGST rules, which talks about what? Advertisement services to central government, to local authority, to state government, to unitary, to statutory body. If so, place of supply is equal to each state, each UT is a place of supply. Is clear? Constant value is given. Contract does not speak values for each state or UT. In that case, advertisement you given, you provide the services, advertisement services to these specified persons. Where you provide advertisement? Sir, in the newspaper, sir. Oh, very good. Newspaper advertisement? In that case, my dear sir, like this, sir. In that newspaper, Hindu is a newspaper. the Hindu. In that Hindu newspaper, I provide this advertisement, sir. Like this, sir. Advertisement provided to government, Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, urban, is a government scheme that is promoted by me. I am an advertising agency. Provide this service to government. Where? Almost all southern India. So many states, so many UTs. How to bifurcate the value? Simple. Advertisement in the newspapers, advertisement by way of publications, the considered value should be bifurcated, taking into account number of editions in each state or UT. How we come to know? Mr. Editor of the newspaper will provide this data. So, number of editions, not sold, printed meaning, number of editions circulating in each particular state or UT will be the proportionate values to arrive the state-wise values. Got the clarity? So, each state number of copies, in that ratio bifurcate the considered value. Is clear? Advertisement further, pamphlets, leaflets, diaries, calendars, t-shirt and so on. Government advertisement only. Advertisement to government, advertisement to local authority, advertisement to statutory body. For example, my dear, advertising agency provided by way of like this, say diaries, CA Institute, for example, printing the diaries by mentioning their logo, emblem and all, which I promoted by printing the advertisement of the CA Institute on the diaries. That means I am providing advertising services to statutory body, where these diaries has been circulated more than one state or UT. Considered value I am charging. State wise is by place of supply. If so, value state wise for which basis of proportionate number of pamphlets, number of leaflets, number of diaries or number of calendars, number of t-shirts distributed in each state or UT will be the basis of apportionment of consolidated values. Got the clarity? Further, advertisement like this on hoardings, other than on train. There is no train. Advertisement on train also available. You are aware of that? By painting the train with the beautiful colors, promoting the promotion of their product and services. Now, other than train, hoardings other than those on trains. If so, like this hoardings, all government hoardings. In that case, my dear, considered value has been charged, place applies more than one state or UT, where the contract not bifurcating the values. In that case, take the help of this. Take the help of this like this. Number of hoardings located in each state or UT will be the basis to apportion the considered values, where the contract silent about state-wise values. Is clear, my dear sir? Further, advertisement placed on trains. Look here, advertisement placed on trains. If so, what is the basis of apportionment of the considered value? Is as follows. Length of the track in each state or UT where the train travelled. In a particular state of Tamil Nadu, train track length may be, let us say, 3000 kilometers. But the train specifically travelling in that particular track only 1000 kilometers. You get my point, sir? So, train how long travelled in each state is the base to apportion the considered value. Further, my dear, advertisement on the back of utility bills of oil, gas and so on, like this. Advertisement to government. It is actually a particular gas bill. Back side of the gas bill, this will be printed like this. Advertisement to government. Am I right or not? Yes. In that case, place of supply, how to bifurcate, you are aware of that. Each state is place of supply. In that case, considered value, how to bifurcate means, advertisement in that given case, basis as follows. Number of consumers having billing address in such state or UT. Repeating, number of consumers having billing address in such state or UT will be the basis to apportion this advertisement services concerned value, where the contract not contains clear details, state-wise values. Is clearer? Further, advertisement on railway tickets. See, railway ticket. Railway ticket it is. But if you refer here, my dear sir, see, advertisement DDU, Deen Dayal Upadhyaya Gramina Kausalya Yojana scheme. Get my point, sir? Railway ticket, where advertisement to government. In that case, what is the basis to apportion the value between the states or UT, where the contract not clearly contains specific values state wise? If so, basis is as follows. A ratio of the number of railway stations in each state or UT. Train, advertisement and train means the length of the track where the train travelled in each state or UT is the basis to apportion. Here, railway ticket advertisement, number of railway stations in each state or UT will is the base. Is clear, sir? These and all statutory provisions, not recommendatory. Rule 3 to rule number 9 of the IGST rules is mandatory nature. You cannot take as a optional nature. This is only the base. That's the, don't follow anything other than this. We won't accept. Further, but advertisement to whom? Advertisement to government, advertisement to local authority, advertisement to statutory body. Government includes central, state or UT implied. Is clear, my dear sir? Further, my dear sir, advertisement over radio station advertisement through radio. In that case, in general, the release order issued by the government agency will show the breakup of the amount which is to be paid to each of these radio stations. Is one of the mandatory requirement, resulting that the place of supply of the state, that value are clearly mentioned. Go ahead accordingly. No need to worry about this. Is clear, my dear sir? Further, advertisement on television, that is important. Through television is a massive coverage of advertisement. Am I right, sir? Nowadays, radio may not be available in the house. Television is must. If television not there in the house means neighbors will look like this. Something is missing. See, I am not happy to have television, but neighbors are forcing us to have television because of nowadays the crazy towards television. Yes or no, my dear sir? Television advertise massive coverage. Now, in that case, how to identify? Here only some basis has been explained, need to be understood. Advertisement through television, what happened, my dear sir? Wherever, whoever having the channel of that access channel, it reaches to them. But Doordarshan, for example, reaching loop and corner globally, not only in India, outside it also, unless that country is not telecasting the channel. Is clear? Now, coming to our place, I am referring advertisement through television. If so, the basis of apportionment, listen to me. I will explain this concept with the help of numeric example right now. Listen here. Normally, advertisement through television means more than one state UT. Each state UT is the place of supply. Basis of apportionment of the concerned value where the contract not specifically mentioned. In that case, viewership data should be lifted from the desk of the particular Broadcast Audience Research Council, BARC we called. The Broadcast Audience Research Council, from them lift the viewership data. Lifted sir. If so, state wise, UT wise, viewership data. That is the basis of proportion to apportion the concerned value. Is clear? There may be difficulty arises when I lift the viewership data. When I lift the viewership data from Broadcast Audience Research Council, there may be data, viewership data, comprising region wise. You know, region wise means Telugu speaking region, Tamil speaking region. If you say Telugu speaking region, two states are coming, Telangana state, Andhra Pradesh state. If you talk about Tamil speaking region, two are coming. One is Tamil Nadu state, other one is Pondicherry, namely Union Territory. If like that region wise data came, viewership data, then still my difficulty arises how to bifurcate the value of that particular concerned value between that region state, between the Tamil Nadu, Pondicherry, between the Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. How to bifurcate? Viewership data is available, but region wise available, comprising more than one state. In that case, further step, rule number 3 says, don't worry, you please consider latest census of population of the each state, population of Telangana, recent census of population of the Andhra Pradesh. Taking that into account, in that ratio, bifurcate the value, concerned value for the state of Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. Got the clarity, my dear sir? Now, how to understand this? Explaining with some points. Now, again I am telling you here, when you lift the viewership data is available years together with the Broadcasting Audience Research Council data available, maybe previous month data available, previous year data available. Which data should I take? Viewership data means we are in the which quarter of the financial year? We are in the month of January, am I right? January, February, March, quarter. It is year ending quarter for the financial year 2021, am I right? Now, for the current quarter, viewership data I should consider roughly the previous quarter, last week viewership data. Previous quarter means what? October, November, December. In that last week means what? December month last week. Viewership data lift from Broadcast Audience Research Council and bifurcate. While doing so, there is region-wise data came into picture, viewership data. That region-wise data bifurcate in the ratio of latest census of the population. Don't worry, sir. I am here to explain with simplified example. Is clear, my dear sir? Look on the screen, my dear sir. Explaining to you one example here. See, there are 3 states: Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, and Telangana. There are 3 states. Advertisement is given in television in the 3 states. Is clear, sir? Then considered value. Advertisement value here is considered value. Let us say like this given. For example, value, let us say for example, my dear sir, 12 lakhs. Considered value 12 lakhs. Advertisement through television. So I will say that also. Advertisement in television to government. To government. Keeping this into account, presenting here. Now, what is the place of supply, my dear sir? Tell me please. If you say place of supply, POS, place of supply, in case of Tamil Nadu, Tamil Nadu. In case of Andhra Pradesh, Andhra Pradesh. In the case of Telangana, Telangana. Is clear, my dear sir? Like that, each state is the place of supply. Considered value is given. Supplier, let us say, supplier of advertisement services, let us say he is Mudra Private Limited, is advertising agency. Advertising agency, they are the advertising agencies. Where they located? Let us say they located in Andhra Pradesh, AP. They are registered person, yes. Now, Mudra Private Limited being a supplier of service, who is none other than supplier. Supplier of this advertisement services. If that is the case, my dear sir, for Mudra Private Limited, he is liable to pay for the value of Tamil Nadu supply of services, IGST. For the value of the Andhra Pradesh supply value on which he is liable to pay CGST, HGST. For the Telangana, where he provides the supply of services, liable to pay IGST on the respective state values. But contract value does not contain breakup. In that case, here what happened? The considered value is given, which is rupees 12 lakh. How we bifurcate here means, take the viewership data. Take the viewership data from the Broadcast Audience Research Council. When you lift the data, you have to take care which quarter you are referring this data means. For the current quarter, refer the previous quarter last week data. You get my point, sir? For the current quarter, previous quarter, last week data lift. When I lift, my dear sir, what happened? Viewership data. When you talk about viewership data here, came out to me like this. look here, 5 crore here, 4 crore. This 4 crore is not only for Andhra Pradesh but also together Telangana. Like this came here. That means Andhra Pradesh as well as Telangana put together is here 4 crore. I will put center. Thereby easy for you to make you understand here. Now, in the given case, my dear sir, data from this together is given by Broadcast Audience Services Council. In that case, how I can able to bifurcate between the Andhra Pradesh and Telangana means you have to invite latest census of the population. Now here, look to me. Here, population is considered like this. Let us say only approximate value, sir. 6 crore population. Here 5 crore population. I will put 5 crore here. Approximately this may be right or incorrect. I have taken for explanation purpose only. So population 5 crores in Telangana, 6 crores in Andhra Pradesh. Is clear, my dear sir? If that is the case, in this ratio, which ratio here? 6:5. In this ratio, first you bifurcate this 4 crores. I bifurcated, sir. Tell me how much comes. 4 crore multiplied by 6 by 11. 4 crores multiplied by 6 by 11. Tell me, madam. Quickly. 2.18 crore and further 1.82 crore. Good. So now I got the viewership data state wise, resulting that my 12 crore rupees will be bifurcated in the ratio of 5:2.18, which can able to round off is to 1.82. In that ratio, I can able to bifurcate my entire 12 crore rupees. Are you with me to understand, sir? This is the basis to proportion between the Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. In this ratio, you bifurcate concerned value of 12 lakhs. Is clear, sir? This is what the particular step 1, step 2, what I given you page number 128 says. Please make a note of this, my dear sir. I will say that here viewership data. Viewership data is the right answer to bifurcate 12 crores. I tried to say here how much I said? 12 lakhs, not 12 crores. ₹12 lakh of considered value can be bifurcated in this particular 5:2.18:1.82 in that ratio. Now you got the clarity. Advertisement through television, where viewership data is the base, lifted from Broadcast Audience Research Council. If that data comprising region-wise more than one state, then population, latest census of the population of each state of that region will be taken into account to bifurcate state-wise or UT-wise. Is clear, my dear sir? Further, my dear sir, advertisement to government, local authority or statutory body. In cinema theatres, if that is the case, the value of supply bifurcate in the following manner: number of cinema halls or number of screens in a multiplex is the base to bifurcate the values. Got the clarity? Any difficulty? Number of screens will be the base, state wise. Further, advertisement online, internet advertisement or whatever may be advertisement through online, Google, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube advertisement. In that case, my dear sir, the law of the land here says that in that case, with effect from 1st January, these services shall be deemed to be provided all over India. Irrespective, sir, my viewers only from Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Kerala, sorry, internet online advertisement is considered. It spread automatically 28 states and 8 union territories. Considered value is given in the contract, that well and good. Need to refer to rule number 3. If not given the considered value, bifurcation state-wise in the contract, only considered value only given, state-wise bifurcation value is not given. In that case, the basis of apportionment is as follows. Basis of apportionment here is as follows. On the basis of internet subscribers in each state or UT will be the base to bifurcate the values in the given case, place of supply spreading all over India. Is clear, my dear sir? Further, advertisement to government, to local authority, to statutory body, further through SMS, short message system. In that case, the basis of apportionment is on the basis of the telecommunication subscribers in such state or UT. In such state or UT. On the basis of the telecommunication subscribers in each state or UT is the base where you are giving advertisement through SMS. If advertisement through WhatsApp will fund through internet basis, they will be spread across the India. Because SMS purpose, no need to have internet. Telecommunication line is sufficient. Connectivity, maybe postpaid or prepaid. Is clear as advertisement through SMS, number of subscribers for the telecommunication channel in each state or UT is the basis to apportion the considered value. Is clear, my dear sir? Any difficulty? Rule number 3 in our pocket now. But the only thing is, what we required here is the memory recall is important. Memory recall. Quickly recollect all the points. Advertisement through newspapers, In that case, number of editions. Advertisement through diary, t-shirt and all, number of copies printed. Then advertisement through hoardings other than the train, number of hoardings of each state. Further, advertisement on train means the train travel in each state, length of the track traveled by the train is the base. Advertisement on train tickets, in that case number of railway stations in each state or UT is the base. If it is advertisement through a radio station, in that case the release order itself containing breakup value accordingly. Thereafter, advertisement through utility bills, in that case number of consumers each state or UT is the basis to apportion. Further, television advertisement, viewership data lifted from Broadcast Audience Research Council, taking their latest data means what? For the current quarter, previous quarter, last week data. If the data containing as a region wise comprising 2 or more states, in that case that particular viewership data of that region consists of 2 or more states. Take the state population, latest census population and bifurcate the values. Is clear? Further, advertisement through cinema theatres, number of screens of each state will be the basis of apportion. Further, advertisement through internet, on the net basis advertisement. In that case, using internet advertisement taking place, in that case it is deemed to be provided all over India, and in that case number of internet subscriber for each state or UT is the place of supply. Is the basis to apportion the value of supply. Is clear, sir? Repeating, internet advertisement through internet basis, in that case each state or UT is a place of supply. Concerned value will be bifurcated based on the number of subscribers for the internet in each state or UT is the basis of apportion. Is clear, sir? Basis for apportion. Further, advertisement through SMS, short messaging system, which is not required in internet. In that case, the number of subscribers of telecommunication channel will be the basis to apportion. Is clear, my dear sir? Now referring to you rule number 4 of IGST rules. As I told you earlier, when I given the framework of the rules by fixing our boundaries, rule number 4 dealt with what? Section 12.3. 12.3. Class A, Class B, Class C or Class D. Is clear, sir? In this process, I am bringing to a notice, look here, rule 4. Service provided by way of lodging accommodation by a hotel, inn, guest house, campsite, club, by whatever name called, and services ancillary to such services. If that is the case, my dear, listen carefully. Which section deals this? Section 12, subsection 3, class B. Am I right or not? Of IGST Act. There are so many points are there. Point number 1, in that point number 1 is there, point number 2 is there, like that is there. So 12.3b, where point number 1 says that giving on rental basis or per day per room basis, hotel, accommodation, campsite, club, where it is especially immobile property comes into picture, where the property is located, which property? A single property, that is important to note, located in 2 or more contiguous states, you should know, or contiguous union territories, or both, What do you mean by contiguous states? Means, look on the screen, my dear. State of Maharashtra followed by state of Madhya Pradesh. These states, two states adjoin together. Only this is the border, my dear. To bifurcate them is only this border. Adjoining states. If that is the case, these two states we call technically as contiguous states. Single property located in a contiguous states means this is the property is a hotel. Look on the screen, is a hotel providing short-term accommodation services, which is exactly located part of its premises in Maharashtra, part of its premises spreaded to Madhya Pradesh. Is a border of Maharashtra, border of Madhya Pradesh. So, my property hotel located, which is single property, partly in Maharashtra, partly in the state of Madhya Pradesh. If so, a single property is clear, my dear sir? A single property located in two or more contiguous states, if so, or contiguous UTs, if so, in that case, how to bifurcate consoled value. Again I am telling you how to bifurcate consoled value, because the hotel will are charging rupees 5,000 per night. Mr. Rafi went and stayed in the hotel. Rupees 5,000 taxable or not? Per day, per room, rupees 5,000 taxable. If so, part of that hotel belongs to Maharashtra, a part of that hotel spread in Madhya Pradesh. In that case, single property. If so, the basis of proportion is, look here, the area of the immovable property lying in each state or UT is the base. Who said? Rule number 4 said, not by me. So, my dear, in the given case, assume a scenario, this property located in Maharashtra, let us say 20,000 square feet, and this property furthermore located in the state of MP, Madhya Pradesh, let us say 10,000 square feet, that particular rupees 5,000 what they charge per day per room, for example, will be bifurcated in the ratio of 2:1. In this ratio should be bifurcated. Get my point, sir? So 2/1, how much comes, sir? 2/1, not 1, 2/3. What is this computation? 2/3. How much comes here? Loudly? 3,333 value of supply goes to Maharashtra, and the 5,000 furthermore 5,000 into 1/3 goes to 1,667 to Madhya Pradesh. Got the clarity, my dear sir? In that ratio, you have to bifurcate. Number of square feet, namely area occupied in each state, is the base. Questions are going to come in the examination from this area, sir, from your May 2021 exam onwards. So far the questions has not appeared specifically on this area. One can expect in the examination, forthcoming examination. Is clear about this? Any difficulty up to this, my dear? Further. So, further moving on this, sir. Listen to me. Listen to me here. Point number 2 referring. Point number 2 when I refer, my dear, case except where such property is a single property. That means what? A case where not a single property, as you rightly said. Cases except where such property is a single property, means multiple properties in multiple states, multiple UTs. In that case, concerned value has been charged. In that case, how we should bifurcate the value state-wise or UT-wise means, example, here the basis they said. What basis you have to apportion means, my dear, they said here, number of nights stayed in such property is the base. For example, look on the screen, Bharat Hotel, Cochin. Have you ever of this? Excellent hotel. I used to, whenever I go to Cochin for taking classes, I used to stay in that hotel. Very decent maintained hotel. Neatly, very olden days hotel. Mahatma Gandhiji visited in that hotel. Long back. Such a good hotel it is. For my side is considered. So, Bharat Hotel, Cochin, offer the services of short-term accommodation to, let us say, Info Limited. To whom? To Info Limited. Where Info Limited employees occupy the hotel to stay. Payment made by Info Limited. Therefore, recipient of service Info Limited. Info Limited in India only. Because toll series I am referring. Bharat Hotel in Cochin. Now, the Bharat Hotel charging concerned value, how much rupees? 20,000 for the locations of their property, the property located in Cochin as well as the property also located in Bangalore. If that is the case, where number of nights in Cochin, 2 nights, Info company employees stayed, Bangalore 3 nights. Who stayed? Info Limited employees stayed. Supplier of service, Bharat Hotel, provide the services in 2 locations in 2 different states. Each state is a place of supply. Where the property is located is a place of supply. If the property is located outside India, location of supplier, location of recipient is a place of supply. Actually, section 12(3)(b) I am talking. Section 12(3)(b) of IGST place supply is what? Location of the property. Am I right? If the property located outside India, location of recipient is the place supply. We discussed them, my dear, in the last class. You shouldn't forget. Gigantic bundle we discussed. Place of supply is a so complicated chapter if you are not able to recollect the provisions. Recollection of the provision. But that is the reason I have been uploaded in the website of my YouTube and all. Quick revision section 12. Quick revision section 13. I am also going to provide quick revision for the rules also. Therefore, quick revision means what? Within 5 minutes, within 7 minutes, enter section 12, enter section 13, you come across. So, now please listen. My point here is very clear. Section 12(3)(b), place of supply is equal to Location of the property. If the property outside India, place of recipient is a place of. Is clear, my dear sir? Now come back. In the given case, the property located in Cochin and Bangalore. Two different states, two places of place. Consider value how much? 20,000. If so, how it can be bifurcated between the two states? The value means number of nights service rendered by the hotel wala to the customer by allowing him to stay. In that case, we came to know here in our given example, 2 nights in Cochin, 3 nights in Bangalore. Therefore, in the ratio of 2:3, in that ratio, we are going to bifurcate the value of rupees 20,000. Then just multiply 2 by 5. How much comes? Rupees 8,000 goes to Kerala state value. Here again this particular multiply by 3 by 5. How much comes? 12,000, which goes to Bangalore, namely Karnataka state. Got the clarity, my dear sir? If one single property, contiguous states, in that case, value should be bifurcated based on square feet, namely area. Very good. If it is more than one property, where service has been rendered, 2 or more UTR states, in that case, number of nights. Is clearer, my dear sir? Further, point number 3. In the rule number 4 only we are. Point number 3. All other services in relation to immovable property, including service by way of accommodation in any immovable property for organizing any marriage or reception. If so, which section they are referring here? They are referring here, which section, my dear sir? They are referring here section 12, subsection 3, class C. They are referring. Is clear, my dear sir? If that is the case, what is the basis to arrive the value state-wise, UT-wise means? They said here, area of the immovable property lying in each state or UT. Area of immovable property. How we can able to identify this, sir? Means with simple example. One example here is as follows. Look here, my dear sir, one example. Sir, assume a scenario, a particular comedy show organized in 2 states, where here 2 states. One is called Andhra Pradesh, other one is called Tamil Nadu. Comedy show event organized. Where it is organized means, let us say Woodlands Hotel of AP, Woodlands Hotel of Tamil Nadu. So, from his point of view only I am referring, sir. Woodlands Hotel wala provided his premises, immovable property, for organizing an event. He is not an organizer. To organize, he is permitting his immovable property to organize somebody their events. In that case, here comedy show organized, where here let us say, for example, Stylish is event organizer. Event organizer. Who is the recipient of service? Am I right or not? Who is the recipient? this fellow supplier of services, Woodlands Hotel supplier of service. In that case, this organizer is maybe from Delhi. Now, my dear sir, what is a place of supply? Place of supply is equal to AP. Again, place of supply is equal to Tamil Nadu. Where the property located, no, my dear sir, is a place of supply. But therefore, charged for the two locations together, let us say considered value rupees 50,000. How to bifurcate these values between the AP and Tamil Nadu state means, see, they organize the event in AP, Woodlands Hotel, and Tamil Nadu, Woodlands Hotel. Here, the hotel square feet should not be considered area. In that hotel, to organize this comedy show, there may be a particular auditorium given, there may be a particular mandapam given, there may be a particular space allocated. The space allocated for this event comedy show in Woodlands Hotel of Andhra Pradesh, in Woodlands Hotel of Tamil Nadu, that particular area of square feet is the basis. Now here Woodlands Hotel, let us say 1,50,000, I will measure in these square feet, that should not be considered. This event organized in Woodlands Hotel AP, that area occupied here 2,000 square feet. Here let us say it is 5,000 square feet area where the event held. Now the ratio of bifurcation of this considered value in the ratio of 2:5. This is what I want to say. Got the clarity, my dear friends? The total area of Woodlands Hotel in Andhra Pradesh, in Tamil Nadu should not be considered. In that Andhra Pradesh Woodlands Hotel allocated a auditorium to comedy show. That auditorium square feet. Likewise, in Tamil Nadu Woodlands Hotel is allocated to have this comedy show a particular open space. The space, how much? Square feet. In that ratio only you have to bifurcate the considered value. If the contract contains clear breakup values, not required to refer the rule number 4 at all. Is it clear now, my dear sir? Now please come back. With this rule number 4, in that 3 points covered. Now referring point number 4 in the rule number 4 itself. 1 point. Service provided by of lodging accommodation by a houseboat or any other vessel or a service ancillary to such supply. Now, sir, already here we discussed, no? Lodging accommodation. Here also lodging accommodation is there, no ma? Lodging accommodation. This is also lodging only, na? But what is the difference between 1 and 4 means? 1 talks about immovable property, lodging accommodation. But 4 talks about movable property for lodging accommodation. Houseboat, vessel, like that. The problem arises here is some of the circulars, the provisions are somewhere mismatching. See, actually speak, houseboat 2 types. One is static, other one is moving. CBS is given clarification saying that houseboat static, where they are given the room on rental basis per day per room, falls under short term accommodation. Same houseboat which is not a static nature, moving nature. If so, there they allotted the rooms will be form part of tour and travel services. Is clear? Now coming to a vessel. Vessel is always moving, na? There is no static vessel. vessel is moving nature. In that case, rooms allotted in that not meant for predominantly tourism purpose, then one can think of this. I mean to say that even for houseboat which is moving nature, not predominantly meant for tourism, will fall under short-term accommodation. Taking that impression and explaining this point is as follows. What is the basis of apportion means? If there is a constant value is given where boat or vessel is given for short-term accommodation purpose, constant value has been charged, place of supply is more than one state or UT, in that case basis of apportion is as referred here. The time spent by each boat or vessel in each state or UT will be the basis. How, sir? How it can be identifiable, sir? We want to know some examples, sir. The example which I am going to present here for kind consideration is as follows. Now look here, my dear sir. A particular houseboat. Can you agree with me? Is a houseboat or not? Houseboat. Moving also. Not predominantly meant for tourism. Now here, supplier of service. I will say here, supplier of service in Cochin. Further, he provides the services to Rafi family, where he is from Chennai. Not meant for tourism. Then, here the recipient. So, Rafi family is a recipient. For this particular houseboat. Where the recipient paid to this particular supplier the concerned value rupees, let us say 15,000, where this houseboat in the state of Kerala 24 hours stayed. Thereafter, this same houseboat moving to, let us say, Karnataka. Predominantly not meant for tourism. In that case, is moving to Karnataka and staying there 2 hours. Time spent in each state is the best same rate. If so, this 15,000 rupees of concerned value will be bifurcated in the ratio of 22:2 means 11:1. In that ratio bifurcate, meaning thereby value comes here, each state is how much means, here comes how much, 15,000 multiplied by 11 by 12, how much comes? 13,750 is goes to Kerala. 13,750 is goes to Kerala. Then here the balance 1,250 is the value of supplies. Time spent in each state is a place of is a basis to arrive the value for each state. In the case where houseboat or vessel, not meant for tourism purpose, that should be understand. You may argue with me, sir, CBSE sets are already moving boat, houseboat moving is tour and travel only, sir. I agree. But that boat wala says, supplier from Kochi said, no, there is no touring and all. I am giving only short-term accommodation. In that case, this rule is useful to bifurcate the values. Is clear, sir? Any difficulty in the given example, my dear sir? Rule number 4. Here, place of supply, tell me. POS. Place of supply is equal to Kerala. Where the boat located? In the case of Karnataka? In the case of Karnataka, is Karnataka. Got the clarity, my dear? Which section talks about, sir? Section 12, 3B. Is clear, sir? Section 12, 3B of IGST speak this. Is a rule number 4. Have you understood rule number 4? Now come back. I am simplifying now. If you are thorough with the rule number 4, point number 1, point number 2, point number 3, point number 4, that 4 mutandis applicable to rule number 8. This is what I given in the material also for a kind consideration, my dear sir. I given to you. Rule number 8 means refer rule number 4 for value proportionate purpose. Is clear, sir? So when I completed rule number 4, I too completed rule number 8. But when the rule number 8 will come in picture means when the location of supplier or location of recipient from outside India, that time rule number 8 will come. The basis of proportion of considered value is same as rule number 4. Is clear, my dear sir? Now come back. With this, rule number 4 is concluded. Now referring to you, rule number 5. Rule number 5 of IGST rules. Place of supply IGST rules. Rule number 5. Which talks about admission to a particular event is 12.6. Am I right or not? Admission to an event is not brought here. They brought here section 12.7, organizing of event. Any event, cultural, scientific, social, entertainment event. In that case, more than one state is the place of supply. Are you aware of that? Section 12.7 of the place of supply is equal to location of recipient. The recipient is the registered person. If the recipient is registered person, where the event actually held. If held outside India, location of recipient is the place of supply. If more than one state or UT, then concerned value is given. The value of concerned value not bifurcated in the contract state wise. In that case, concerned value how to bifurcate state wise or UT wise means I should take the help of rule number 5. It's clear as here we have some example. If you refer this example, my dear, you come across this. Section 12, subsection 7, organizing an event. From whose point of view? Organizer point of view. Organizer is a supplier of service. If you organize the event, more than one state or UT, each state or UT is a place of supply. Concerned value is there. How to bifurcate? Law of the land says that you just follow using generally accepted accounting principles. What do you mean by generally accepted accounting principle? Anything somewhere written or what? No. Generally accepted accounting principles take into account and bifurcate. Means what? Means take into account natural justice principle. Sir, You know, arm's length price is nothing but generally accepted accounting principle only. So, if particular event organizer, assume a scenario, organize the event of a comedy king in Telugu industry, film industry, Mr. Brahmanandam sir, whose comedy shows organized by a particular organizer in 2 states, in the state of Telangana, in the state of Andhra Pradesh, where number of comedy shows in the state of Telangana 3, in the state of Andhra Pradesh 2 comedy shows. For organizing shows of him, organizer charging, let us say, concerned value of rupees 10 lakhs. How to bifurcate the value in 2 different states, where the contract silent about the state-wise value? In that case, you please take into account generally accepted accounting principle. Number of comedy shows each state. How many? Telangana 3, Andhra Pradesh 2. In that ratio of 3:2, bifurcate the consolidated value between the states. Is clear, sir? This was the rule number 5 speaks. Same as when you enter into rule number 9. Rule number 9 of the IGST rules speaks where there is section 13, subsection 5. Admission to or organizing of event takes place, place of supply is equal to where the event actually held. Where more than one state, consider value, how to bifurcate? Rule number 9 says that whatever the basis of explanation given, what basis of explanation given? Generally accepted accounting principle. Under rule number 5. Mutandi is applicable to rule number 9 also. Is it clear? Thereby, when I conclude the rule number 4, rule number 8 also concluded. When I conclude rule number 5, rule number 9 also concluded. Now, how many rules are there to left to discuss? Only 2. Rule number 6 and 7. Now presenting here. Rule number 6. Very simple to note that section 1211, you are aware of that telecommunication services is considered, where section 1211 says the place of supply where the fixed lines are there, the lines has been installed is the place of supply. Prepaid, where the voucher has been sold. Postpaid, billing address. Prepaid, through internet has been supplied, then billing address. If nothing is there, location of supplier is the place of supply. But each state, if there is a place of supply comes into picture, where there is a constant value, contract not in a position to bifurcate the state wise or utilize the values, in that case basis of apportionment of that value is as follows. Simple, my dear. The entire story what I presented here is explaining with this particular place. Assume a scenario. Supplier of service, let us say here BSNL. Recipient of service, Infosys company. Now, Infosys company, they want to have separate fiber nets, separate grid, they want separate line, uninterrupted lines. BSNL said, okay sir, you are corporate giant, for you the internet is important, I know that. So, I am laying a separate line for you. They said here, from Hyderabad corporate office, one corporate office of Infosys, one point has been laid down. Thereafter, one more point in Bangalore, one more point in Mysuru. Connections. One more point of Infosys company of Maharashtra. So, recipient of services Infosys company, BSNL laid down the separate cable line, Hyderabad, Infosys. From there to Bangalore, Infosys company. From Bangalore to Mysuru, Infosys company. And from Infosys company Mysuru, and one more line has been extracted to Infosys company Mumbai, Maharashtra. Now what happened? Starting of that point, line is one point, ending also one point. So in Telangana, starting one point, so Telangana is considered one point. Thereafter, in the state of Karnataka, how many points are there? Bangalore and Mysuru. Is clear, sir? There are 2 points. Infosys company of Maharashtra, Mumbai, how many points are there? 1 point. Thereby state-wise, if you come into constant value, based on charging, let us say rupees 15 lakhs, constant value for all the 3 states. How to bifurcate that value in the ratio means, the ratio here is Telangana 1, Maharashtra 1, Karnataka 2. In this ratio, bifurcate the constant value of rupees 15 lakhs. Is it clear about this? This is what the story given down to you to understand by reading. Shall I proceed further, my dear sir? Rule number 7 of IGST rules. Rule number 7. It talks about section 13 of IGST. In that, section 13.3, class A and class B. 13.3a, place of supply is equal to supply of service and the goods. Place of equal to where the performance rendered on the goods. Is clear, sir? Where the performance has been carried out on the goods is the place of supply. If it is telecommunication channels provided, where the tangible goods are held or located is the place of supply. Is clear? If it is more than one state or UT, in the case of 13.3a category, considered value is given. That considered value is unable to bifurcate state wise, UT wise, contract is silent. In that case, rule number 7 comes into picture to give the basis of proportion to apportion. Now, we are going to talk about section 13.3a, supply of services on goods. Am I right? On tangible goods. It may be one product, it may be multiple products. Are you getting my point, sir? In that case, taking first example, in that first point, rule number 7, in that first point, service is supplied on the same goods, that is important. Supply of service on same goods. Now look on the screen, this particular machine, digging machine, this digging machine and this digging machine, one and same? Same machine, the same machines. So supply of services on the same goods is the meaning. If that is the case, more than one state or UT has been rendered. For example, my dear sir, this machine is owned by, for example, yes, X Limited owned these machines. They are the owner. Now, one particular, let us say, one particular contractor wanted to know before construction the soil gripness. Therefore, he approached a particular manufacturer of digging machine, and at the same time this digging machine digging on the ground per hour so many feet. Get my point, sir? Now, this digging machine manufacturer should inform to this particular contractor, my machine is going to dig per hour so many feet. How the manufacturer will be able to be say that? Unless testing taken place. Unless testing taken place. Therefore, the manufacturer of digging machine appointed you. You are technically qualified professional to test the performance of the machine, to test and certify the performance of the machine. Then the manufacturer of the machine appointed you, sir, please test my machine, how fast the machine is digging for 1 hour time. Then you are the specialized person, professional in this regard, ask your manufacturer of this machine, I want 2 machines in 2 different locations. One in, let us say, Orissa, one in Andhra Pradesh, in 2 different locations, 2 different soil strength. I want to test in 2 different locations. Then the manufacturer of the machines has been made available these machines to expert. The expert is now rendering services by testing how effectively this machine is digging in the state of Orissa. In 1 hour, how many feet digging? In the state of Andhra Pradesh, how many feet digging? Then he came to know, in the case of Andhra Pradesh, the digging taking place in 1 hour time only 5 feet. In the case of Odisha, it is taken place to dig 2 feet 1 hour time. So he certified the machine capability by using his knowledge and experience. Now you tell me, the expert professional rendered the services on tangible goods, same goods only, na? Goods remains digging machine only, na? In that case, 2 different states are. Place of supply is equal to each state. Orissa is one of the place of supply, Andhra Pradesh is one of the place of supply. In that case, that particular consultant professional who rendered the services of testing these machines in 2 different states, consult value raised rupees 1 lakh fees, but state wise place of supply, state wise value should be arrived, consult value is given, contract silent. In that case, how to bifurcate that 1 lakh rupee into 2 states value means, refer the rule number 7. Refer the rule number 7. Rule number 7 says that if performance of supply of service rendered on the same goods, considered value bifurcate simply by applying equal proportion. Simply by applying dash equal proportion, equally dividing the values. In 2 states, how much value charged? Sir, I charge rupees 1 lakh, sir. Divided by 2 states. Plus supply 2, if the plus supply goes to 4 states, then divided by 4. So the value comes here, how much? Rupees 50,000 state wise. Rupees 50,000 state wise. Got the clarity? This rupees 50,000 state wise will come. State of Andhra Pradesh rupees 50,000 and state of Odisha rupees 50,000. Value of supplies. Is clear? Now, point number 2, rule number 7. Point number 2, rule number 7, point number 2, which says that, my dear sir, if performance of supply on the different goods, performance on the different types of goods, in that case, performance of supply of service on different goods, different states or UTs, in that case, no problem. Example I given here for making you understand. This example I am presenting in front of you with a numeric example is as follows. Example 1, referring to you rule number 7. rule number 7, where it refers section 13, subsection 3, class A, performance of services on the goods, different type of goods, not on the same goods, different type of goods. In that case, how we should arrive the considered value by bifurcation means, one example, listen here. Rafi workshop. Rafi workshop basically providing automobile repair services, or I can say that water wash services. Water wash for vehicles. Is clear, my dear sir? Water wash is a vehicle service only. Now, here assume a scenario. A incorporation of USA, they have here two vehicles. Vehicle A manufactured by Honda company, that means Honda vehicle, and one more vehicle, I will say that vehicle B. This vehicle B is manufactured by Toyota. Is clear, sir? Now, Rafi workshop from Chennai, I will say that he instead of here, he belongs to Chennai. Render the services, provide the service to vehicle A. Supply the services. What type of services? Supplied water wash services. Likewise, here also, Rafi workshop provided services to this particular vehicle B, namely water wash. Is clear, brothers? In that case, my dear sir, considered value has been charged. For the doing so, the value is considered value, let us say rupees 50,000 is value, considered value has been charged. And moreover, vehicle A of A Incorporation USA located, for example, my dear, located here, let us say one is located in Chennai, other vehicle located in Hyderabad, is the way in which it is transaction taken place. Is clear, sir? Any difficulty in the given case? Now, this considered value of rupees 50,000, how to bifurcate? Because you are aware of that place of supply is equal to Chennai. Here place of supply is equal to Hyderabad, where the performance is actually performed by you. Now I want to know value of supplies. How to determine the value of supply here? Value. And here value means, listen to me, the law of the land says that this vehicle A manufactured by whom? Vehicle A manufactured by Honda company. That means they sold to A Incorporation of USA with the invoice value. How much invoice value? Vehicle A invoice value, see, invoice value is rupees 20 lakh. how much vehicle B invoice value, which is manufactured by Toyota. In that case, my dear sir, we came to know that here invoice value, let us say rupees 15 lakh in the ratio of 20:15, namely in the ratio of 20:15 means, simplify, 4:3. In this ratio, invoice value basis of this, you have to bifurcate the rupees 50,000. Therefore, value of supply here goes how much means 50,000 multiplied by 4/7. How much comes 4/7? 50,000 multiplied by 4/7. 28,571. The value here is 28,571. And value here it means what? 50,000 multiplied by 3/7 is equal to 429 is the way in which arrive the value for each state. So base what? Invoice value of vehicle A, invoice value of vehicle B is the base. Got the clarity, my dear sir? Any difficulty up to this of explanation? With this rule number 7, in that point number 2 is concluded. Is clear, sir? Furthermore, so far point number 1, point number 2 of rule number 7 talks about what? Section 13(3)(a). 13(3)(b) also is there. Supply of services on individuals. Place of supply is equal to where the performance actually performed. Is it clear, sir? So in this process, the law of the land says that, example I brought to your notice for point number 3, a makeup artist, Mr. M, has to provide makeup services to an actor A. This actor A is shooting some scenes in Mumbai as well as and some of the scenes in Goa. So performance of artist on the particular artist here, makeup man is an artist man and actor is also an artist. For actor A, makeup carried by makeup man for couple of days in Mumbai, couple of days in Goa, means in state as well as in UT. In that case, concerned value charged by particular artist M, makeup man. In that case, how to bifurcate the value between the two state as well as particular UT means, generally accepted accounting principles is the base. What do you mean by generally accounting principle here? Means, sir, makeup man Mr. M stayed in Mumbai to do the makeup for A. 5 days he spent. Thereafter he came to Goa, where Mr. makeup man M also stayed over there for 3 days to do the makeup for actor A. So this particular makeup man Mr. M rendered the services of makeup to A in Maharashtra 5 days, in Goa 3 days. So that will be a reasonable proportion to consider. Therefore 5:3 will be called as generally accepted accounting principle. So the concerned value will be bifurcated in this ratio. Is clear, sir? So, with this, rule number 7 is concluded. Rule number 8 I already referred to you. Rule number 8 belongs to section 13, subsection 4. Is clear? For which consider value bifurcation as referred under rule number 4. Is clear, sir? Excellent. Rule number 9 of IGST rules talks about section 13, subsection 5. If so, whose consider value will bifurcate as referred under rule number 5 of IGST rules. Is it clear, sir? So, now I am coming and concluding the rules, where I started by showing a framework, and now I am going to show the framework by looking that easy to recapitulate. A quick recapitulation of IGST rules. Rule number 1 to rule number 9 are as follows. Now look here. Rule number 1 is what? Title of the rule. Integrated Goods and Services Tax Rules, 2017. Rule number 2, definitions. Whatever defined in the Act of IGST or the CGST will be applicable for these rules also. Rule number 3, what it titled. Rule number 3 speaks advertisement services to central government, to state government, to union territory, to local authority, to statutory body, where it specifically falls under section 12, subsection 14 of IGST. Location of supplier and location of recipient of service from taxable territory. If more than one state or more than one UT advertisement has been rendered, each state or UT is a place of supply, where we have the valuation of each state, how must be apportioned. The value, considered value is given, contract not specifically mentioned, assigned state-wise values. In that case, you take the basis of dash. Rule number 3. Rule number 3 of IGST rule speaks that, in that case, advertisement in the newspaper, number of editions, advertisement in a particular pamphlet, diary, number of diaries printed, or advertisement through particular hoardings, number of hoardings of each state, advertisement through on train, then the train travelled in a state, the track through which the train travelled is the basis. If the advertisement on a railway ticket, number of railway stations of the state. Yes sir, no my dear, we discussed, no my dear sir. And further, if the advertisement on utility bills, number of subscribers or number of consumers of the particular service in the state is the base. Advertisement through radio, then in that case contract specifically assign the values of each state. If advertisement through television channels, then viewership data of the state or the UT is the base by lifting from broadcast audience council research. Is clear? In that case, for the current quarter, I have to take the data previous quarter last week. Is clear? If the region wise data comprising more than 1 or 2 states, in that case you have to bifurcate by using population of the region as a base. Is clear, sir? There, like that advertisement through cinema theater, number of screens, advertisement through the particular internet, in that case number of subscribers is the base. Advertisement through SMS, then number of subscribers. Like that we discussed on that. Further, we concluded this rule number 3. Rule number 4 of IGST talks about here. You please refer section 12.3. 12.3 class A, class B, class C and class D, where place of is equal to location of the property, or if the property outside India, location of recipient. If more than one state, in that case more than UT, considered value is given. How to bifurcate the value? The value should be as referred to rule number 4. Rule number 4. There the basis. If it is single property, In a contiguous states, two or more contiguous states, in that case, number of area occupied that property in each state will be the basis. If it is more than one property, more than one state or UT, in that case, number of nights the property is given for rent, means per day per room basis, is the basis. Number of nights is clear, my dear sir. If it is through a particular houseboat or a vessel, in that case, the time spent by the boat or houseboat or vessel in each state is the base. Is clear? Or premises, property is given for conducting of an event by immovable property owner. In that case, number of the square feet area occupied by the property where the event has been conducted is the base. Is clear, sir? Thereafter, we to referred rule number 5. Rule number 5 talks about here, refer section 12.7. Organizing of an event. If organizing of event, place of is equal to the location of recipient. If the recipient is a registered person, unregistered person, then location event actually held. If held outside India, it goes back to location of recipient. If more than one state or UT, the basis of apportion. Generally accepted accounting principle says rule number 5. Is clear, my dear sir? Thereafter, rule number 6. It refers to section 12.11. Section 12.11 talks about telecommunication services. Place of supply in the case of fixed line is equal to the way the line has been installed. If it is a postpaid billing address, prepaid voucher were sold. If prepaid sold through internet billing address. Is clear? If in that case is a more than one state or UT, how to bifurcate? Consoled values means number of points installed in each state will be the basis. Is it clear? Then rule number 7. Rule number 7 of this refers to section 13 subsection 3. Class A, Class B. Class A says service rendered on tangible goods. If so, on the same goods, service has been rendered more than one state or UT. In that case, the whatever considered value apportion equally between the states or UTs. If it is performance service rendered on the goods, different type of goods, in that case, the invoice values of the goods, invoice value of the goods purchased by the person who owner of the goods will be the basis to apportion the values. Is clear as if further service rendered on the individuals 13.3b performance where performance based supply, if more than one state or UT, in that case you have to consider generally accepted accounting principle to bifurcate the values. This was rule number 7 speaks. Correct, my dear sir? Rule number 8 refers to section 13 subsection 4, immovable property. Immovable property means what? Refer to rule number 4. Whatever understandability you understand for bifurcation of the considered value will be mutandis applicable in the rule number 8. Likewise, rule number 9, which talks about section 13 subsection 5, namely location of supplier or location of recipient from outside India, where it is talks specifically admission to or organizing of event. Considered value, how to bifurcate? Please refer rule number 5 of IGST. What is explained in rule number 5? Mutant is applicable to rule number 9. As simple as that. 9 rules in your hand. आपके मुट्ठी में होना चाहिए. Your kaikulli. మీ పిడికిలో చేయాలి. Got the clarity, my dear friends? With this, IGST rules is concluded under the place of supply. As a whole, place of supply explanation also be concluded. Is clear?